start the YouTube stream. All right, YouTube is live. If everyone would like to say hi, YouTube, go for it. YouTube, just for some context, we just finished up an hour-and-a-half mega concert on the kick side. So my voice is a little ragged, but I think it will hold up for thank you, Kato. We'll hold up for the remainder of this, because it's only just going to be me talking for another 70 hours. All right. I got the YouTube on the Social Stream Ninja. Please, YouTube window. Thank you. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the concert. And if you didn't, hopefully it passed by painlessly. Okay. I also need to look up some copyright-free like piano music to have on in the background, because that way we're not just sitting here in awkward silence while I berate games that people like. I'm just setting it up right now. Yeah, I'm just setting it up. If you just wait a freaking moment, Cacto. Sorry, I had to get done with a freaking hour-and-a-half concert, and I can't move at a faster pace, you asshole. All right. And then I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out. All right. All right. Copyright free background music. There we go. Oh, perfect. Hour and a half. 11 and a half hours of that. I don't think it's gonna take that long, but hold on. All right, so here's our lovely tier list, and then let me get our music set up. Music. Boom. And then I'm going to mute it for just a second to make sure it's not. Oh, it's a little loud. All right, how is that? I want it to just be like present, so there's not just like awkward silence. Just kind of just something chill, something low key. All right, so the way this is gonna work, I have the games arranged chronologically from when I played them. For the very first stream, the very first time I streamed them, not from when I finished or beat them. So up first, we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. All right. I wish there was some way to like condense the thing, but it's fine. All right. Castlevania Symphony of the Night revolutionized the Metroidvania genre. Nothing like it except for Metroid on the SNES, but this was like the PS1's answer. I cannot understate the impact this game and Metroid 1 had. And I had a good time with it, but it had a good. Not great, good. Because I think later Metroidvanias really built upon the formula and kind of perfected it, and this was like a really, really good prototype. Devil May Cry 1. Meh. This wasn't even supposed to be Devil May Cry. This was supposed to be Resident Evil 4, and so you can see that there was a prototype that they were cooking with here. They had the combos, they had the things, but they only had 2 weapons of note. And like the bosses, like they recycle almost all the bosses, so you're kind of finding the same things over again. But it does have the best shotgun in the game, in the entire series, that I love. But it is what it is. They didn't know what they wanted Devil May Cry to be. As I spill freaking protein drink on myself. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a meh. A meh. Not bad, not awful. Meh. Fury. I'm so tired of playing this game. It is a fun boss rush. Hey, how can you judge the games if you haven't even played them completely? I don't need to eat a turd sandwich completely to know that I don't enjoy them. And also, you know, Great Lakes, what's up? Welcome everyone on the YouTube side. We're just gonna have some fun, and it's like a super unserious tier list. Like I have the worst takes in all of the YouTube, so it's fine. Don't get offended. Fury, I don't know. I just have bad associations with Fury at this point, and it might be several years before I even think about playing it again. It is a mechanically solid game. It is. The bosses are really cool. I just have bad associations with this game. Dynasty Warriors 5. Meh. Eh. You know, meh. I know a lot of people like Dynasty Warriors 5, and some people think Dynasty Warriors 5 is the best one. I didn't grow up with it like that. We're gonna see which one I grew up with very, very soon, so I have a more fond memory for that one. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's standard Dynasty Warriors, Muso as you like, and yeah, good times. Midnight Club 3. I'm not a racing guy. This game didn't really do much for me. I got through it for like an hour and a half because I had some people chatting with me about it, but I have no desire to ever go back to this game. Is it a bad game like in its entirety? I don't know. I know a lot of people like this game, and I know a lot of racing game fans will probably love this game and rate it higher, but that's just not me. All right, Dynasty Warriors 4. I did grow up with Dynasty Warriors 4 like that. This was my childhood Dynasty Warriors that I put so many hours into. I maxed out all the weapons. Great Lakes, quiet down. I love Dynasty Warriors 4. I have the weirdest nostalgia for it that I never have seen the intro cutscene to Dynasty Warriors 4 because my actual disc, not Unskee's disc, was borked, and so it would always load like the first 3 frames of the beginning cutscene, and then yeah, it was good. But yeah, I love Dynasty Warriors 4. I love the way the weapon upgrades work and all that stuff. It's okay, Great Lakes. All right. DMC 2 is bad. Oh my god, this game. I almost quit streaming because of this game. Dante is just so self-serious, which makes sense. Trish had just died and he was a little jaded, and he wasn't into the goofing anymore. But yeah, this game is just a little too self-serious. The villain started off kind of cool, but then he got real lame. The weapons are all just reskins of the same sword. The guns are overpowered, which is fine. I don't look back fondly at Devil May Cry 2 at all. Oh, and then the freaking like Medusa water boss that was early on. Oh my god, dude. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I grew up with Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I love this game, but I am able to objectively see its shortcomings, and that it's just like a very standard arcadey game. With friends, I feel like Gauntlet Dark Legacy here would be really, 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 really good. Yeah. And this has one of my favorite hubs where you unlock it bit by bit as you unlock more crystals and you defeat more bosses and stuff like that. I love this game. Project Snowblind. Also, let me know if I'm going too fast through these. I can elaborate a little bit more. I can listen to myself talk all day, but I don't know if y'all wanna hear me talk about a bunch of stuff. Also, feel free to chime in with your own disagreements or agreements or whatnot. Well, they didn't know. They didn't know about they hadn't made Devil May Cry 3 yet, so they didn't know what they really wanted Dante to be. So I don't blame them for trying something. All right, Project Snowblind. I didn't like this game. I didn't like this game at all. I do have to credit, there was a time when this game gave me my most viewed short of all time, and I appreciate that. But it was all right. It was bad. All right, I've been going too much in the mid. Let's get something let's get something spicy. All right, let's get something real spicy. I hated Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. God, I hated this game so much that I rage quit it after like 30 minutes. Oh my God, I couldn't figure it out because I'm inept and I am not good. Oh my God, this game drove me to madness. Yeah, people who were there remember like Vietnam. Holy crap. Yeah. All right, another hot take. Ooh. Good. I'm getting roasted. I didn't like this game. I mean, I did like it because it's a Castlevania game, but I didn't like this game compared to the others. I think the final bosses were terrible. The soul switching stuff, while it was good to give people like whatever sub weapon they wanted to, it's so infuriating to scroll through the menu every 30 seconds when I need to go through a waterfall or walk on water or jump really high or bust open a door or something. Oh my gosh, it's just so... I can't do it with this game, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. I know that's a hot take. I had to get it out there. Probably. I know a lot of people liked it at the time. I know a lot of people still like it. Omega Halo, this is one of his favorites, but I just can't. All right. Let's now that we got some two hot takes in there. Yeah, me too. Again, I'm not trying to say this to be rude to people. This is just how I experience the game. I try to take into account as much as I can. I try to take into account context. I try to take into account my own experience, and sometimes the context of the game outweighs my feelings towards the game. Sometimes my feeling outweighed the context. This is incredibly biased. There's no objectivity here. All right, let's see. What's another game? I hated this game. I played it twice, and you know I ain't gonna have to cook. We're having a bad opinion. I mean, an opinion. Yeah. Okami, this is just Zelda by a different name, and I don't like Zelda games. And same deal as like Aria of Sorrows, having to stop every 30 seconds to draw like a leaf petal to then jump and then stop, draw it, jump, draw. Like this game infuriated me. And then the combat was really not great. I didn't enjoy it. So that's probably one of the spiciest takes I have. I'm sorry to everyone who loved this game. Let's have some positives. I love how I said I was gonna do this chronologically, and then I just started jumping to the ones that'd be most interesting. Because it'd probably be boring if I went through a stream just being like mid. All right, let's get an easy one. Path of Exile 2 is great. I love this game so much. When it first came out, I put 130 hours into it over like 3 weeks. All the bosses are used twice, even worse. Great Lakes, even worse. Yeah, Path of Exile 2, the build variety, character customization, like experimentation, like boss design, and like mechanics, everything about this game is just flawless. I love it so much. I can't wait for more and more content to be added to it, so that way there's more and more tools and toys to play with in this game. I'm so hyped for this future, and I hope to God everything turns out well for this game. All right, what's another hot take? That's not a hot take. Borderlands 3 is bad. I know, the worst bosses used even more. So Borderlands 3, mechanically, this game is really, really solid. And I had a great time playing this with the crew because we didn't have to listen to the terrible writing. Oh my God. And the best Least ones, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Okami. I'm sorry, Okami. But yeah, Borderlands 3. Yeah. The gameplay is good, but I can't excuse the bad writing. Like, with a group of people, we were able to blow past all the worst aspects of this game and only focus on the good parts, but I don't know if I could ever go, yeah, it is what it is, what it is. Okay. I've not played only bad games. Resident Evil 6. I know how people feel about this game. I'm not blind. I know some people. Oh, streams getting a little choppy. I know how people feel about Resident Evil 6. I'm not blind to it. I love this game though. This is my favorite of the 3D Resident Evils. As a co-op experience, yes. And I will admit, going back and playing it in single player wasn't as great, but that's fine. I don't care. I love this game. I think this has like one of my favorite versions of Leon, either that or RE2. I like grizzled, jaded Leon. And yeah, I like kind of, yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much about this other than just I enjoy it. Black was actually good. The gunplay was really solid for a PS2 game. I just realized how Leon, after he's fought like 50 times, yeah. Hell Night in Hades, understandable. I just realized how sweaty my shirt is from holding the guitar against me for an hour and a half. Okay. But yeah, this game was really cool. The weapon, the gunplay felt really good. And I mean, the story was actually kind of being presented in a very interesting way, where it's almost being presented as like this real documentary where they had live action footage. It's basically like Black Ops 1 before Black Ops 1. I really like that. I think that was really, really good. Cool. DMC3. The game's great. This game's really great. It's infuriating a little bit, but I think this is when you can just feel that they knew this is the formula they wanted to go with. This is the mechanics in the story. I hate when I go to take a piss and I get accosted by tyrants too. Played a bit of Metro and Kirby Superstar. Yeah, we'll get to Fusion and all that. But yeah, and then of course they introduced Virgil, who is a fan favorite. Not my personal favorite, but I know a lot of people love Virgil. And really cool. Really, really nice variety of weapons to mess around with. And then the play styles obviously add even more depth. Really, they nailed it. They nailed it. Hot take. I love Harmony of Dissonance. I really loved Harmony of Dissonance so much. Harmony of Dissonance holds a special place in my heart, where I wasn't sure if I was going to become a full like Metroidvania player, but I saw how well Symphony of the Night did on my channel, and I was like, you know what? I want to keep the momentum going. People really liked this. I really enjoyed Symphony of the Night, so let's do it again. And so I did it with Harmony of Dissonance, and I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people don't like the two castles system because they feel like you're just retreading the same areas a lot, but I enjoyed it. It was really nice. It was really cool seeing the same area but from like two different perspectives. That was one of the biggest aspects I liked about Warrior Within. But yeah, I love Harmony of Dissonance. I wish you could change your weapons like you could in Aria of Sorrows, but it's fine. And then the magic cards, while they weren't like super revolutionary, it was still fun that you could modify how you used like the just normal sub items. Like the crucifix, when you use the crucifix with ice and it became like a sentry. Oh, that was so cool. All right, kill switch. I don't even remember what this is like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon before Ghost Recon. It wasn't. It's whatever. I don't even really remember much about this game, and that means I should probably put it in meh, but I don't remember feeling particularly fond of this game. So yeah. Twisted Gear Black. Twisted Gear Black. I hated Twisted Gear Black. Or Twisted Metal, I'm sorry, Twisted Metal Black. I tried playing this game for like 40 minutes and it felt bad. It felt really bad. I know this is like a fan favorite also. Go figure. I know people love this one, but I just don't think, like I said, same deal with kind of like Midnight Club. Driving games just really aren't for me. You know the vibes. And so then you combine that with like no ability to like lock onto people, and you kind of have to guess where you're shooting, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. Okay. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Original. Come on, we all know. We all know that this game is great. Whether you're playing it co-op, whether you're playing it by yourself through the story mode, you think you like driving games at that college. Oh crap! Right. Oh, you know, next time you'll think about what you did, Cacto. Oh snap! Wait, can I do this? You'll think about what you did. Yeah, Battlefront 2, super good. I mean, there's just some magic to Battlefront 2. I think it has a lot to do with the AI. I think the AI helped really make this feel like a world, like a large-scale battle simulator, and that's one of the reasons I love Titanfall 2, just because they had the AIs back in. So even if you're not able to kill the players, it still feels like you're able to contribute. Same deal here, and just there's something so arcadey and replayable about it. I don't know, it's crazy. All right, Peak. I had a good time with Peak, playing it with the boys. Friend Slop. Hey Army, welcome. You caught us during the hot takes section where I roast games. I am not a fan of Aria of Sorrows. You'll be able to go back. You can watch my last episode of Aria of Sorrows, or my last stream of Aria of Sorrows, and I break it down. I've repeated it several times ad nauseum, so I won't do it here. Yeah. Battlefront 2, great. Dead by Daylight. Objectively, it is good. Dead by Daylight is objectively good. And I do enjoy it when I play with peeps, and I can even get into it when I'm playing it by myself. It's just, I don't know, if there's something, I feel like I'm just so bad at the game that I feel disincentivized to actually like try to learn it and play better, and I also just don't have the time to do it, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's really good. Whenever I play with peeps, I always have a good time. Elden Ring, had to say objectively good to cope. I don't mind DVD. Yeah, because I can't justify putting in the meh and putting it below Black and Dynasty Warriors 4. Like, it is objectively better than those. So I enjoy the game when I play with peeps. Elden Ring Night Rain. I don't really enjoy Night Rain. I enjoyed it with the homies. I don't enjoy Elden Ring to begin with. All right, Elden Ring I think is one of my least favorite Souls games, and then you add a freaking extraction, like a battle royale aspects to it, and it's fun for a few goes, you know, tackling a few bosses here and there, but I've never had a desire to go back and revisit this game. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Omega Halo, thank you for the sub as I roast all of your favorite games. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is good. I just don't enjoy it. All right, let's get some easy ones out here. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4. I don't know, man. What do you want me to say? Like, it's whatever. I didn't care for this game. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it there because there's a worse Naruto game on this list that deserves to be in the awful. Best game. Okay, Cold Fear. Let's be honest, Cold Fear is a bad game. But Cold Fear has a special place in my heart because this was the game I was playing when I got my first ever paid subscription. Thank you, Bullseye. Still grateful. That really set off a chain of events. Cold Fear is just like RE4 without like the polish. Actually, no, it's better than at least these. Find the radio room, Duskee. Oh my god. This is, oh yeah, this also was around the time when Cacto was starting to come into the fold. And so this was like the first game that you really kind of saw me play. It was fine. It was bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I never want to go back to this game. It was a really cool setting on a boat before Revelations 1 did it. It was really good. Urban Chaos. Had fun rewatching. Had fun. Yeah. All right. Urban Chaos. I think Urban Chaos was a perfectly meh game. You get to play as a SWAT cop, SWAT officer. You get to kill all the criminals and stuff. I had a good-ish time with it. I am kind of sad that my experience was a little tampered because I got bugged out of a mission, so I couldn't play more of it. Actually, you know what? I enjoy this game a lot, actually. I do look back on it very fondly. Okay. Now we're getting to some creme de la creme. We're getting to some good stuff right here. What are we talking about? It can only be. It can only be. Zero Mission is so freaking good. I think it is. I think it's like. It's my favorite Metroid that I've ever played. I like the way that they handled the goalpost, or the I like the way they handled the signposting where you're supposed to go, where they point you the general direction, but you still kind of have to guess. You can still kind of figure out how to get there per se. What path do you take? I do think the mother brain fight is annoying, getting freaking bullied into the corner by those little flashing bits. But other than that, it's really cool. You get to see Zero Suit Samus. Get to play as her for a little bit. You get to fight Mecha Ridley. Really fun environments. I love Zero Mission. I actually went through and played through Zero Mission again recently, and it's just so much fun. Arguably the best, I think the best suit or the best Samus has ever looked in game. Me personally, or at least for the 2D era. I haven't played much of the Prime, so I can't speak on that. Battlefield 6. It was great. I love my time with it. I wanted to play more of it. Unfortunately, just due to funds, I can't play the modern or the new release. But yeah, I love playing with the boys. Felt like being back to like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4. Destruction, good weapons, all that stuff. I don't know how I would feel about it playing the new version, because I have heard that it's a little different. They changed the movement and stuff like that, but just going off of my time with it, I like it. I like it a lot. Now, to be fair, this is an actual Metroid 2. This is AM2R, the fan remake of Metroid 2. And I loved AM2R. Oh my gosh, the passion put into that project was so good. The designs, the music, everything felt so authentic and great, and it was really cool exploring a SR388. The only thing I hate were the Omega Metroids. God, the Omega Metroids were so infuriating. Oh my god, it was bad. But other than that, like, it was just something about exploring, like, the fact that you're just continuously going down and down and down was a nice little motif. So it's a little more like on the linear side of a Metroid game, but it was still really, really cool. I loved it. Cacto, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes, Cacto. Cacto, don't look. It's okay. It'll all be over soon. I hated Yakuza 1. I'm sure Kiwami fixes every single problem that I've ever had with Yakuza, and it's the perfect game that's ever existed. I'm certain of that. Yakuza 1 on the PS2 was such a miserable experience. It was cool for the first like hour when you were getting introduced to all these characters and stuff like that. And the combat was kind of neat. But oh my god, the inability to avoid combat encounters. Dog, everyone was telling you to play Kiwami instead of the first one. I know. Even me, I know. Maybe I'll go and check Kiwami one day. Maybe. But base level Yakuza, I couldn't do it. Oh my god, I was getting so frustrated with it. So yeah, this one I'll admit is self-inflicted. I probably, if I had gone and played the OG Metroid, I probably would have felt the same. Been like, because everyone would have been telling me to play Zero Mission, I'd been like, no, I want to play the original. I would have had a bad time, and my entire thoughts on the Metroid series would have been way different. So I am aware that I like kind of cheated Yakuza. Tenchu Wrath of the Ninja, bad. I did not enjoy this game. Holy crap. Big rigs over the road rest. You know it, Petra. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, big rigs over the ridge racing. Goated. I would have put that in the great tier. But yeah, this game, just everything about it felt awkward. But I did have a really nice person leave a comment that explained a lot of the mechanics. I thought that was really nice. They were very gracious. They weren't too upset that I like roasted the tar out of their game. All right, another easy one. Come on. We all know Borderlands 2 is great. We all know Borderlands 2 is the best. This is the best Borderlands game that's ever been released. I haven't played 4, but I know a lot of people like 4, but I can't excuse the performance issues of 4. I won't. I should look into that, Petra. You're right. I should look into Stephen Hawking's Pro Realtor. But yeah, Borderlands 2. This is the game I've probably beaten the most in my entire life. I've beaten this game with every character at least once, and I've beaten it through New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus with several characters as well. I love this game. It just feels so good to play. Even if it doesn't have all the polish of Borderlands 3, it's still just so good. And of course, Handsome Jack, one of the best characters of all time, not just video game characters, one of the best characters of all time. Seeing the facade of him being like this super cocky dude drop to reveal like the true sadist and like tyrant that he was underneath. Super good. All right, Shining Soul 2. I enjoy Shining Soul 2. It's peak fiction. Shining Soul 2 was awesome. Once I started playing it the right way. Do not play melee if you play Shining Soul 2. Play ranged. It was really fun running around, having a good time. That octopus fight or the Kraken fight was terrible, and I did have to use a cheat code to get through it, but we got through it. But yeah, this was just it's like Diablo Light, Diablo prototype. If you like a dungeon crawling experience with like very light, simple RPG mechanics, this is a good game to pick up on the GBA, and it's handheld. So if you actually have a GBA console, just running around with this, I feel like it'd be a great time. The one downside is that the dungeons are not randomized, but that's just because of a limitation of the hardware. So I don't blame the game for that too much. They cannot have procedurally generated dungeons. So every run you do of this game will be exactly the same, but it's all good. Super Metroid. I don't know what I feel about Super Metroid. Part of me wants to give it the same treatment I gave Symphony of the Night. Like, this game started so much and was the bedrock for so much to be built upon. But I did not, especially like the last half of this game, I did not enjoy. Holy crap, I did not enjoy the last half of this game. Oh my God. You guys can go back in here. You watch my streaming of this, my voice is just constantly dejected and frustrated, and I'm very clearly miserable playing this. But it is a... I'm gonna put it there. I don't think it's right to put it in the meh, but I don't want to put it higher on the good. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. All right, we're a little over halfway through the list. What are our thoughts so far as I hydrate? What are we feeling? Thanks, Great Lakes. Thanks for calling me based. Okay. All right, Parasite Eve. I really liked Parasite Eve. I really did. I think the combat system was so freaking fun. I would say my one critique though is I was expecting. Now, granted, this is probably a very long game, and I only played it for like 3 hours, so the mitochondria, yeah, Cacto remembers the powerhouse of the cell. Everything was getting hot. So if I played more into this and unlocked more of like the parasite powers and all that stuff, like this game really could have opened up. But for the amount I played it, I'm just gonna leave it there. This is not a bad game whatsoever. This is a really good game. I enjoy my time with it. It's the original Prey. It is kind of the original Prey, isn't it? I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. Cacto dropping the brain blast. So I really good time with this game. More mid for me. Oh, army. Okay, I understand that. I will say that there were certain decisions that I didn't like. How you had like a limited inventory, but you're supposed to be picking up like items to convert into weapons and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. But I enjoy my time with it. Star Fox, the OG SNES. I am putting this one here only because I know what's to come. What is happening in the future. This was a pretty solid start, but it was just very primitive. There wasn't a lot to it. So, yeah, this game, Star Fox, is a very impressive technological feat. I gotta give it credit for that, but I felt nothing playing it. I didn't feel as much playing it as I would a future entry. Kirby. It was good. Wasn't bad. I had a fun little bit with it. You know, it is what it is. I know a lot of people have a lot of love for this game. I know this was the SNES version. I know a lot of people have high praise for, was it the 3DS version? Ultra, yeah, Ultra version. A lot of people like more. So again, the kind of the Yakuza treatment where I didn't get like the definitive edition of this, but I didn't hate it. And the variety of mini games was kind of cool. There's always something different to do in this game if you're too tired of one thing. So I appreciate what this game represented. Super Castlevania 4, I had a shocking amount of fun with this, even though it may not have seemed like it, and even though I didn't get very far in it. There are very few games that I have gotten more clips for my channel than this game. Like, this game gave me so much content because I was just having a blast with it the entire time. Don't want to say the 4 hot take. What? Go for it, Army. This is the stream of hot takes. This is my hot. Yes, let it out. I have Aria of Sorrows in bad. I have Okami in awful. Like, obviously, this is hot take central right now. I'm gonna give Army some time to type out his hot take real fast. Also, if people have not on the YouTube side, please consider dropping a like on the stream. It helps out immensely. I'm trying to reach as many people as I can. I'm also trying to get to 100 subs. So I want to get to 100 subs before I ship out. I think it's kind of overrated. Like, most of the platforming is whatever. All the bosses still suffer from cross weapon weakness in those final few levels. Murder ring scrolling segment. That is perfectly fair. That's perfectly fair. I never made it to the worst parts of this game. I'm sure if I had, I probably would feel a little different about it. That's totally valid. I fully see your thoughts there, Army. Thank you for sharing. All right, Rev 2. I know people praise this one because Simon got the nice movement. It's a shame that people like Rondo can do better with less mobility. Rev 2 was okay with the homie Cacto, but I find myself getting frustrated with this game a lot. I was not enjoying myself as much as I thought I was going to. And also, like, who the heck makes a co-op game that you can't play online with? Like, that's so weird. This game has no online for the story. There's no co-op, which I guess kind of makes sense given some of the mechanics. But you can also make like a pinging system, so that way when you're playing as what was the girl's name? Anastasia. I haven't played any. I haven't streamed any Lego games, but I played plenty of Lego games. Anyway, yeah, you could have totally set up like a pinging system in this game, and you could have online multiplayer, and it probably would have been even more interesting because you would have had to cooperate better with your partner. Because as it was now, all I was doing was just screen looking at Cacto's screen whenever I needed to find out where to shoot. Like, I don't know, that's not that exciting, but it's an RA game. The weapons were really cool. The upgrades we found were nice. Yeah. All right, Hollow Knight. We all know this game is amazing. Hollow Knight is awesome. It's like the perfect modern Metroidvania. Oh, Cacto, I was a serial offender when it came to screen hacking. I would always look at screens when I was playing couch co-op with people. I had no shame. And yeah, a lot of the Lego games are good. Maybe I'll get to them eventually. I have a friend that I wanted to stream with. It won't happen now because we don't have enough time. But yeah, we were gonna play through one together. Silk Song. Oh, I probably should finish my thoughts on Hollow Knight real fast. The art style is amazing. The music is incredible. The worlds, the movement, the combat, all that just feels so freaking good. I love this game. It's one of the few modern games that I finished. Yeah, so good. Silk Song, except for 2 segments, understandable. I mean, very few games are perfect, so I understand there's like 2 right though. But Silk Song, dare I? How spicy do we want to be, boys and girls? How spicy do we want to be? How badly do I want to invoke a freaking riot in my community? I won't do that. Put it there. I can't. I objectively enjoyed it more than some of these other games. I'll put it there. I am not the biggest fan of Silk Song. I've kind of given up on it because it's just, I don't know. I didn't want freaking like a Ninja Gaiden in my Souls, in my Metroidvania. I didn't want to have like frame perfect dodges and all this stuff, and it felt like a lot of it required perfection. And I don't know. I wasn't in a place or I wasn't in like a place or a mood to deal with it. So it is objectively good. I don't think Hornet's as interesting as the regular Knight personally. But if I had beaten it, I might have felt a little different. I know people. I will say I am proud of the accomplishment that this game is. I'm so glad that it was made. I am so glad that it did gangbusters, and I'm glad a lot of people are having a great time with it. It just wasn't the game for me. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing bad. They somehow figured out a way to even more perfect the art style for it with a lot of areas, with how they did like occlusion and stuff like that. So very, very pretty. I got nothing against Silk Song. It's just I didn't enjoy it. Oni crap. Oh my god, this game was so bad. Again, I think I played it for like an hour, and I was just like, this game, I don't even know why I played it. I think I saw like one random video on YouTube, or like I saw a thumbnail that was like, does this have the best PS2 combat ever? And I was kind of curious about it, so I googled it and looked into it. I was like, oh wow, From Software and like EA or Activision. Yeah, I think it was From Software and Activision or something like that. No, this was not. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. All right, now let's get real spicy. Is that where I want to put Fusion? The question is, did I enjoy Fusion more than I enjoyed Super, or vice versa? Did I really? Because I gotta be honest, I did not enjoy Fusion all that much. The movement felt great. Being able to ledge grab right off the rip was really cool. I think the Sax was an awesome antagonist who was just kind of always there. Just kind of always in the back of your mind. There's also good. What's up, Retro? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Fusion, I think what really kills Fusion for me is they put in way too much story. Like, you know what the beauty of freaking Super Metroid is? You drop down to a planet and you go. AM2R, you drop down to a planet and you just go. Zero Mission, there's a little bit of story. Actually, I take it back. There's a little bit of story in Super Metroid and Zero Mission, but you just drop down to a planet and you go. You're off to the races. You're figuring stuff out. You're going. Metroid Fusion, every like 10 minutes, you're having to stop and have like a 30-minute conversation with Adam, who tells you to like go downstairs, and then you go downstairs, and then you take an elevator, and Samus talks to herself like 30 minutes, and then you go back to the next biome and you talk to Adam for 30 minutes, and then you drop down and then you fight like a kind of okay boss, and then you find an upgrade, and then you come like it. The more I talk about it, I'm getting like more negative about it. But I can't in good conscience put it in meh. So I feel good about my placement in just the good, bottom of good. And I do understand how crazy it is to say that I enjoyed games like Rev 2, Dead by Daylight, like Resident Evil 6 more than Metroid Fusion. But I have to go with what I have to go with. Okay, Mega Man 0 or Mega Man X 0, whatever, I don't remember what it's called. This game was hard. This game kicked my butt so badly, and I was there for it. I really enjoyed it. Even though it was super brutal, I felt like it actually was quite fair. A lot of the attacks, like a lot of the telegraphing of the attacks never changed. So once you just really had to focus and learn it. And I think that was really good. I got past the first boss, which means I'm the greatest player of all time. And then I got past the second, third, fourth. I think it'd only be like what, 5 bosses. It took me 89 deaths to get there, but yeah, I really enjoyed my time. Part of me has actually been tempted to go back and try to fully beat it. I don't know if I ever will, but you know, it is what it is. And I hear there are like modern remakes of the Zero games that make them a little more approachable. So maybe I might check those out instead. But for my time with Metroid Man Zero, holy crap. For my time with Mega Man Zero, I enjoyed it. I thought Zero was cool. I thought it was cool. And then you had like your own little Firelink shrine that you would come back to. It was cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Monster Hunter FU, or as it's actually called, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I didn't like Freedom Unite. This is the first PSP game that I ever played on stream, and I hated it. But I knew. I'm not a Monster Hunter guy. I've tried several monster hunting genre games, and I just never enjoy them for some reason. I don't know what it is. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure if I was there at the time and I was in the zeitgeist of it and I was playing online with people, it might feel a little different, but all I can go off of is the experience I have. So, yeah. Okay. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my way home. This game's a classic. It's not the best game ever, but it's fun. I have so many fun memories playing this as a child, and a lot of those memories came back when I was playing it on stream. Really, really good. The fact they give you the villain and the good guy side, so you can kind of have like multiple perspectives, and you're constantly always doing some kind of different. They're always keeping the gameplay a little varied, like really good. Also, this was the introduction of Shadow, which is crazy. I didn't know he came this late per se. But he's just been a staple of the series ever since. Really cool. Great music. Oh my god, the music is so freaking good in this game, but you guys know that. Anyone who's played this game knows that the music is good. Trying to think, is there anything else? I think there's something I'm missing. I don't know. But yeah, good game. Really, really good game. Star Fox 64. This game is good. This game is really freaking good. Yeah, you guys know. If anyone who's played this game knows, the shit, like the branching storylines, like just the mechanics of it all, the graphical updates from the SNES version. Like, yeah, this game is really, really freaking good. Part of me kind of wishes I could be there. I could have been there at like the launch of it to see just how like much cultural like impact it had, but all I can do is look back at the rose tinted glasses that people have. And so yeah, good times. Well, I promised that I would one day go back and try to get like Route B, because I beat like the bad route of this or whatever. So I didn't get to fight the final boss of this one, so it is what it is. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. That feels about right. The combat was terrible. I hated the combat of Prince of Persia, but everything else was really, really freaking cool. The platforming still holds up to this day. Some of the best. I loved it. Oh my god, I love platforming in this game. Seeing the prince's personality coming through thanks to Yuri Lowenthal was also really, really dope. I wasn't too crazy about him at first, but the more he talked, the more charming he got. I really liked. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Singing for an hour and a half and then talking for another hour. How we'll do that. And then his relationship with the girl was also really cool. Thought the final boss was a little weak, but it was dope. And then seeing like that battle damage running behind, oof, but I can chill here, I guess. But yeah, and then seeing just like the wear and tear that the prince sustained, like losing garment upon garment of clothing, was really dope. I love seeing like gradual battle damage on my hero. Makes me really feel how long he's been struggling. All right. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. I know this game might like be beloved. I couldn't even get the game to run. The game ran like garbage for me, and that's all there is to it. And especially after playing Star Fox, which I think I enjoyed more. Yeah, it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. Speaking of games that wasn't what I wanted it to be, Fear Effect. Nobody knows what this game was. A PS1 title that was kind of, it was like a Resident Evil clone. It had like kind of coolish weapons, had an interesting art, had a really good art style. I will say art style was really good, but everything about this game just felt not great. I was able to meme and get some content out of it, but y'all know the vibes. Hades. I'm not the biggest fan of roguelites. Still not. I've played a bunch of them at this point, but I'm still... This game is solid. This game is very precise and polished, and I think it is very good, but I don't know. I can't give it a grade. I know people who love the genre roguelites love Hades. They rank it as like the greatest roguelite of all time, but for someone who's not super into roguelites, it's good. It's really good. Top of the list, but it's not a game that like I can rank as great. Y'all know. Me. Great Lakes, what are your thoughts on Hades? Do you like it? Or do you think that there is a roguelite that's better than it? Let me give my voice a little bricky break. You like it? Nice. And once again, anybody who's watching, Vampire Survivors is better. Understandable. If anyone else ever wants to chime in, then do so. This is just me kind of rambling to myself. Yeah, Vampire Survivors is very good. Oh, I forgot to put Vampire Survivors on here. That's the very first game I ever streamed. That's fine. I would have put it in great because I love Vampire Survivors. All right, Warrior Within. Can I really ground me to himself on his stream? Well, yeah, but like, you know, there can be crowd interaction. People can chime in if they want. do I put Warrior Within above before Sands of Time, even though I rage quit Warrior Within? Can I do that? Can I put a game as enjoying it more, even though I rage quit it sooner? Because they improved everything. Warrior Within was a total overall improvement. Like, the combat was better, the mobility was still really, really solid. I mean, the story probably wasn't as great. The environments weren't quite. No, I take it back. The environments were just as varied as Sands of Time. I just thought that boss fight was way overtuned. I just suck at the game, right? But it doesn't feel good saying I enjoy the game more, but I have to rank it lower because I couldn't beat it. I have to. I can't in good conscience say I like a game more if I've beaten one version of it and I haven't beaten the other version of it. You'll know. I would be very fascinated for somebody to like analyze this and see how many times I flip flop on my reasoning and my like rationale for my choices. Y'all know? Be like, well, here he said he didn't care about objectivity, but here he said he did care about objectivity. Because I'm sure it's been every single choice. I don't know. How are we feeling, guys? Is this interesting? Am I boring y'all? I like analyzing games like this because I'm not content with just saying I simply like a game or I simply dislike a game. I always need to have quantifiable reasons why I enjoy something. And so that causes me to like almost kind of like overanalyze things in a sense. So yeah, you're interested, you liking the list? Okay. Well, I'm not like, well, I guess the people I bored are already gone, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, all right. You're sucking yourself out, Duskee. X-Men Origins Wolverine. This game was good. This game was so much fun. Holy crap, it was so good. Just being Wolverine and murking dudes, decapitating fools. You're good, it's entertaining. Nice. Oh my god, I loved it. And the pounce, oh my god, the pounce was so satisfying to use. I am upset that they basically reused the same bosses a bunch, but it is what it is. Can't wait for the Wolverine game. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Yeah, this game was dope. This game had no right being as good as it was, especially when you base it off of the movie that it was built for. And the fact that it's like a movie tie-in game, which historically aren't great usually. But yeah, really, 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 really fun game. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Council 4. God dang it, this game. Holy crap, this game was such a nightmare to play. One, I don't know what happened to my copy, but my copy was so borked to oblivion. Oh, are they actually good? I know people don't like the there's one that people don't like, but I can't remember what it's called. I think most people have complaints with Wolverine games because they're not like violent enough. Like you get like those white sparks off people and stuff when you slash them, instead of like Wolverine or Origins where you get decapitations and crap. But yeah, focusing back on Naruto, this game, my copy was borked where every like, oh no, another column. Jesus. Yeah, this game did not. There's X2, which is really hard. Maybe that one. Probably. I think that's a lot of people don't like. But yeah, this game, something was up with the graphics where nothing looked right. Oh, I didn't know the new game had violence in it. Cool. Yeah, so nothing in this Naruto game looked right. Nothing sounded right. God, the music was so bad that I actually had to mute it for my chat's sanity halfway through because it was just so bad. Oh my god, this game. My god, this game. Oh my god, this game. And the combat was whatever. The abilities were kind of cool, but like everything else about it was just, oh my god. I rage quit this game so freaking hard and so freaking fast that it led me to this game, Mega Bonk. which I think is good. I don't quite enjoy it as much as Vampire Survivors, but I think this is a really, really, really fun game, especially for the price. Like this, the value you get from this game is unmatched. Yeah, so good, so good. I know there's some people who like, I don't know, it's like Vampire Survivors where you can like really, yeah, Mega Bonk's, like everything about Mega Bonk was genius. Like they did such a good job handling it, and I'm sure, I hope the guy made a ton of money off of it. But just some of the ways the handle mechanics aren't quite for me, but I still love this game. Blop 7. It's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty in 2025. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Like, this game is overpriced, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know if you even can resurrect like Call of Duty at this point, or if it's just too far gone. Because it's become like it's this scene around it. Raven Company need to suffer more of the Godvines. God bless Raven Software. Yeah, this game just, it ain't it. And especially in the year when we got Battlefield 6. Yeah, Blob 7 ain't it. Like, I enjoyed my time with it. The shotgun that they had in there was really cool. A lot of the SMGs felt nice. Like, I don't know. I just don't know if you can save COD at this point. I don't know. There's just a culture and a community around it that is just constantly like ruining the experience for a lot of other people. I don't know. I'm not a game dev. I'm not anything like that. So I don't know. Star Fox Assaults. I want to like this game more. Star Fox Assault is, from what I've played a very limited number of these games. Star Fox Assault is the best looking, like one of the best looking GameCube games I've ever seen. Holy crap, this game is so pretty. When you're flying in this game, oh my gosh, the space environments, exactly Army, the sci-fi elements of it with the arthropods or propiopods, whatever the heck they're called, that was terrifying. But there's not enough flying. If this game was just like space wasps, yeah, those space wasps, whatever they're called. If this game was just like 14, 15 missions of like well-crafted, not even well-crafted, but like decently crafted flying sections, on-rail shooter sections, maybe the occasional like 3D space fight where you're flying around an environment. That is true. But just there's too many sections where Fox gets out of his plane and you're forced to run around and play a mediocre third-person shooter. Yeah, I think it's just a big. It makes me sad. I think the Star Fox series deserves so much better for how much of a tent pole it was for a time, and then Nintendo has really just let it fall by the wayside. To where now I think Fox has appeared in more Super Smash games than he has in actual Star Fox games. Let that sink in. But yeah. What are you gonna do? Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. This game shocked the heck out of me. This is a PSP game that I feel like is very much console quality. That's good. And then and that's another thing that's really sad about Star Fox Assault is that it was the end. Like, and then now Star Fox is dead, and doesn't look like it doesn't seem like Sony is keen on reviving it anytime soon, which is like really, really sad. But yeah, all right. But yeah, GTA Liberty City Stories. This game surprised me. I had such a great time with it. The only reason I stopped playing it was because of my streaming issues, my internet issues. I've been playing this offline. Rule 34 consistent keys. Cacto, I've already had to time you out once. Don't make me do it again. Oh wait, I just realized. Meanwhile, Legacy of Cain embraces incident. Oh, Crimey River, why hold my beach? Turn it to dust so I can. Yeah. Don't hate me because it's true. Weird. So yeah. And sorry, focusing back on GTA for a second. Yeah, this game, this was a game I enjoyed so much. I've played this game in my off time. I've played like 3 times the length in my off time than I did on stream because that's how much I enjoyed this. I got a Retroid Pocket 5, and this GTA is the perfect game to play on it. I mean, some manner. What's going on, my guy? Welcome to the stream. You're coming in right at the tail end of it, but thank you for stopping by nonetheless. Yeah, this game super solid, super fun. The characters are PS2 quality characters. They're not like, you know, they're fun for the time being. Controls are a little wonky, but it is what it is. You know, I'm able to forgive this shortcomings. Absalom. I feel bad just like overloading. Fine. Check out the VOD of the tier list later. It's also on YouTube. The VOD, the tier list itself is on YouTube. I'll put Absalom there. This game is really good. Yeah, this game is really solid. The beat 'em up aspects are really strong. I like it a lot. I've only ever played the demo. I would love to get a full copy of this and check it out. See how much it kind of expands. But yeah, I just wish there's the characters aren't all that interesting to me personally. But the combat itself is really, really solid. And the art style is gorgeous. Really, 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 really well done. Woo-wah! Wuthering Waves is whatever. It's a free gotcha. You know what am I supposed to say? It's free. I can't, like... Oh, sorry. I was seeing for subsection of the stream, Duskee. It was good. I sang for like almost an hour and a half. And yeah. It was getting a little rough towards the end there as my voice was giving out, but it was fun. It was fun. But that'll be at the start of this kick VOD, so you can go back and watch that if you need it, if you want to. But yeah, WoW's it's free. You play it. I can see how the further into it, the more you unlock. The more you unlock, the more characters you get, the better equipment. I can see this becoming kind of fun. I just don't want to. This isn't the gacha I want to put my time into. Some manner, are you a WoW fan? Are you a Wuthering Waves fanatic? Answer for yourself. I never played the game. I thought it had potential when I saw the gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay is there. Also, because it's a gacha, though, like, you know, like the best characters, you have to either pay a lot of money for or get lucky. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I think it's because the intro is really bad. Also, I have bad impulse control, so I don't want to play much of a gacha because I know I'm playing Destiny Rising, which is essentially a gacha, and there's some things popping up that I'm like, oh man, I could put some money into this and get like a character I want, but I'm trying not to. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, if I did put more time into WoW, it would probably be pretty cool. And then lastly, the game we have played most recently on stream, by comparison to the rest of the Duskee, it is, and I usually don't have very harsh opinions. Understood. Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. See, this one's... No, it's not awful. It's not awful. I take it back. It's not awful. I take it... I'm going to I'll just leave it in Matt for the time being. This isn't the final place for Circle of the Moon. So this was the very first GBA Castlevania. I'm coming back to this one far later after I played Harmony Dissonance and Aria of Sorrows. Aria of Sorrows. It's good. I enjoy it. I think the card collecting mechanic is a little. I think there's a lot of it that's lacking. Just because they were figuring out they didn't know what they. It's the Devil May Cry 1. Where's Devil May Cry 1? It's the Devil May Cry 1 effect where they didn't know what they wanted the game to be yet. And so, yeah. So I am willing to put it just off of one session. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's review what we got here. I don't like Black being that high up, actually. He hasn't faced the funny parts yet. He hasn't experienced Pure Circle Moon being a funny game moment yet. Yeah, that's true. I haven't gotten to the worst parts. I might get to the end of this game. And have it worse than Aria of Sorrows. But for the time being, from what I played so far. Let's see. What else we got? P Blast E Super. I'll be nice. You put DMC3 up. Yeah, but it feels like a game that was made in 3 months. Like the guns are really powerful, but there's like, I think there's maybe one good boss in Devil May Cry 2, and it's the face that comes out of the building. All right, fine. I'll put it at the top of the bad. That's the most I'll give it. I won't put it in meh. I will not put it in meh. Ugh. The amalgamation boss is terrible, where everything's just kind of lumped together, and then the fire thing at the end. What is it called? Like the deity of suffering, the embodiment of suffering. Hold on, let me go back. Let me see if I can remember what it's called, if anyone remembers what the final boss is. Yeah. I don't know. I can't look it up. But anyway, yeah, the final boss was kind of all right. Stop Verizon. No. But yeah, all right, that's it. I'm not gonna anymore, and I just be overthinking this. I'd be overthinking this. So this is. And then let me do this. Nope, that's my thumbnail. Whoops. Which, check that out. Thumbnails. I'm super proud of that thumbnail. All right, this is what we got. This is my final list. It needs a meme Neko art image in the corner that goes, poggers for maximum perfection. This is my final result. love it, hate it, disagree with it. I gotta be honest with myself. All right, let's go back to here. All right, everybody. I finally delivered on my tier list. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I always love talking about games like that. But yeah, that is my little special 3-hour stream. Only about an hour and a half for the YouTube side. Yeah, everybody, take care of yourselves. We'll be back up hopefully starting Monday with like more Castlevania, and we'll finally start the God of War. We'll start God of War 1. Hopefully, assuming the connection holds and all that stuff. But yeah, everyone, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.